41,000 people on hand, full house in Nashville, Tennessee. Coach, on the road for the first time, do you think that had an effect on the players to start the game?
Well, it could have been a combination of things. On the road, a night game, our first night game. You know, and I think, I'm not sure that our players really felt like that Vanderbilt had as good a football team as they had and that they were going to hit us the way they did the first ball game.
I thought their defense came out and played well early in the football game.
Their defense came out ready to play there early in the game and really took it to our offense there early. We gave them the ball in good field position from an offensive standpoint, 2 quick times, and with a little less than 5 minutes to go in the or a little less than 5 minutes played in the first quarter, we're down 14-0.
That was Kurt Page to Chuck Scott, their tight end, who had 6 receptions on the day. Here's the extra point. It's 7-0. The kickoff, and Alabama has the ball back, and on the very first play, a turnover occurs.
Well, this is a toss to Ricky Moore, our fullback, and he takes his eye off the ball, I think, and we missed a block right there on the line of scrimmage, and it just goes right to their defensive man.
They take it down, and their freshman running back, Gary Woods, will take it over from the 1-yard line right here. And like you said, Coach, it's 14-0.
It's 14-0 quick, and you know, in the first quarter, they're going to kick a field goal here in a few minutes, and it's going to be 17-0. But still, that's no time to panic. We just stay with our game plan and keep going, and that's exactly what our players did. We stuck together as a football team and got the job done.
Here, Alabama's drive, they got a couple of first downs, but Walter Lewis misses Joey Jones on a 3rd down play, and once again, Malcolm Simmons has to punt, but this is a great punt. It goes down and is down at the 2-yard line.
Tell you, after the first punt, I think Malcolm did a super job punting for us. That's 2 weeks in a row, and that means a great deal to you. When you down the ball on the 1 or 2-yard line and put the offense back against the wall that way, it makes it really tough.
But they get out of it as Page will hit Clay Parker for a 47-yard gain.
They made some big plays in the game. You know, the first play from scrimmage for the touchdown, this play here, they make 5 or 6 big plays during the course of the ball game. We knew that their offense was capable of moving the football. We just felt like the big job for us defensively was to keep them out of the end zone and not let them score as many points.
17-0. What are you telling the players at this point? What's going through the mind of yourself and the team on the sidelines?
Well, the main thing here is just not to, you know, it's still in the first quarter. And the main thing is just not panic, not get into a panic situation. You're still going to try to get a run-pass ratio of 2 to 1, which we did all day, and just keep working and make things happen for ourselves.
Here's the 3rd down play again. Alabama is driving, but Walter Lewis and Joey Jones again failed to connect, and the first quarter will end with the score 17-0. But the second quarter is a totally different story. It's a new Alabama team.
Well, we come to life. Like I say, we kept working there, Mike, and here's a great run by Lenny Patrick, one of several during the course of the ball game. He makes one run going in almost score zone. That's one of the greatest runs that I've ever seen.
Steve Bearden tips the pass and comes up with the interception. Once again, they have good field position.
Tip ball, we had a chance there to make an interception. We had about 3 or 4 more chances to make interception from a defensive standpoint. Just didn't catch the ball. But our defense played overall, I thought, real well. Our entire football team hung together and played exceptionally hard for 60 minutes. And we knew we were going to have to do that.
Walter Lewis gets Alabama out from deep in their own territory. Nice pass here to Thornton.
Get out of the hole, and we fumble the ball. We get a little bit lucky here. Kick it around up to the 40-yard line, and Joey Jones finally jumps on the ball and goes out of bounds there.
Once again, though, Alabama does not sustain the drive, as Walter's pass here will be incomplete and have to punt again. But a big turnover and one of those big breaks you're looking for is about to occur as Vanderbilt will fumble, and Alabama will get the football back.
Well, normally speaking, if you really play hard and you're hustling on every play for the full duration of a 60-minute ball games, most breaks even themselves out, and that was one for our team.
Alabama's getting ready to take it down for their first touchdown. Ricky Moore here with a gain of 10, and he'll be followed by an amazing run by Lenny Patrick.
That's a good job there. We had 3 backs. Lenny was over 100 yards, and Ricky Moore was about 98 yards, and Walter had like 92 or 93 yards.
This run, I thought, was just an incredible individual effort on the part of number 25, Lenny Patrick.
Here's a run where they've got him for a 3-yard loss. A 3-yard loss, and he just keeps those feet moving, keeps that body lean up forward. Look at this. I mean, he's breaking 6, 7 tackles right there.
All the way down to the 1-yard line, it'll be Walter Lewis on a quarterback sneak. And Alabama's on the scoreboard. 17-7. You got to feel good just to get the points on the board.
You know, it was just when you're down 17-7, you're wanting to get anything on the board just to get you going. You know, whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, you'd like to think you could make it a touchdown, and we did.
And now it's the defense's turn to shine. They look like they knew what they had to do. Broken play here. Smiley in on the stop, and Stan Gay is going to come up with a good play to
really keep the pressure on their quarterback the way that you'd like to, but that's not criticizing our defensive people that much, because he is a good rhythm passer. And when I talk about rhythm passer, he gets back, and when he gets to his drop, he's turning the football loose. He's not holding it very long. And a quarterback that does that, it's hard to get the pressure on him and get to him.
Pass to Lenny Patrick for 14 yards. Next we'll have Lenny on a running play. This drive led to Alabama's field goal.
Lenny's a good run in here, picking his way through right up the middle on a running play there.
Lenny, as you said, over 100 yards, 116 on the day. Walter Lewis.
This is the one we get down and get bogged up and miss on a third down situation, going for a first down. This is a good run, one of many by Walter Lewis. He just had an outstanding game from a quarterback standpoint.
Walter Lewis scrambling again. This time completes it to Lenny Patrick. And that would set up the field goal by Van Tiffen, who had a good day yesterday. He was 3 for 3.
Well, like I said last week, Mike, he's not going to miss many, regardless of the range that we have him in, because he's a very active kicker.
Once again, that defense is going to shine as they put some pressure on Kurt Page here. Emmanuel King will come in and do some damage to Kurt Page.
It's a great effort right there, defensive front people.
Alabama gets the ball back, and they drive it down again. Joey Jones, who is playing with slightly injured.
By Joey, was he open? Walter did a great job of getting the ball to him.
And here's Walter, no receivers open. Apparently he's going to scramble, and boy, when he runs, see something to watch.
He makes things happen, doesn't he?
11-yard touchdown run, and it's going to be all tied up at 17 as you head into the locker room. Start the second half. There have been some problems with injuries at linebacker. But Vincent Elder, who played a lot last night, is going to come up with a big play here on the first series.
Tell you what, Vincent Elder comes up with a great play here, but you know, our two inside backers, they played an awful lot. Vincent Elder and Todd Roper, they played exceptionally well.
Well, a turnover, and Alabama has the ball in great field position, and watch Walter Lewis do his thing again.
This is a big play coming out to start the second half. The defense turns the ball over to you. Now, what do you do with it from an offensive standpoint? Take advantage of it and put some points on the board. Here's Lenny Patrick again with another great run. Lenny had a great day. Tell you, makes a great cut right here to make a tackler miss him in the open field, and a great back does that.
Gain of 16 yards. He had 116 on the night. Lenny Patrick. And here's the touchdown, number 25, going over the top.
He just goes in, great sure effort right there. And that's great effort on his part.
I would imagine that this has to give the defense a lot of confidence as well.
Well, coming out the second half, and you know, they turn the ball over to the offense. The offense takes advantage of it, puts his touchdown on the board. Sure, it works hand in hand. Each of the segments of a football team, kicking game, whether it's the offense or whether it's the defense. Here's Stan Gay making a great play here on the sideline. But each of the phases, Mike, gives the others and flows over as far as the confidence factor is concerned. Here's another great play by Joey Jones on a reception from Walter Lewis on the second down play.
This would set up a 28-yard field goal by Van Tiffen, up and good. Alabama 27, Vanderbilt 17. But Vanderbilt's a team that wouldn't quit, Coach, as they came back.
No way. We knew that. I think the players knew that, you know. But they come out, here's another one of those big plays that they came up with, hitting one of the receivers in a big seam area and move the ball down real quick. That's what hurts you. That's what hurts you. You know that the team, and we knew that they were going to move the football on us with the passing game that they have. The big thing that you want to try to prevent is those big plays that move them down the field real quick. Here's a toss play. We just missed some tackles there, and they take it in for the touchdown.
Gary Woods on the touchdown, and Vanderbilt, as we said, not quitting at all, 27-24. But Alabama's offense will take the ball and march it down the field once again. Joey Jones,
I think this is the great return that we have here. It gets us in great field position here. Joe Carter. after the 39-yard line. That's a great place to start with the offensive football team.
Joey Jones, I thought, had a very, very good game last night. And here comes a big reception by number 4.
That was a great catch. He made several. Joe Smith made several great catches. There's one of them here.
And it would be Joe Carter on the touchdown run of 6 yards.
This is Ricky Moore, our fullback. He punishes people when he runs the football.
And here comes Joe from the 6-yard line.
Quick handoff. We just pop it right up the middle, and there's Joe scoring a touchdown.
34-24, but still the game is not in hand at the moment.
No, not against this football team. Not the way that they can move the football. Remember last week how they won that one? With just a minute 5 or a minute 10 on the clock, they marched it down the field and scored a touchdown without utilizing any timeouts because they didn't have any.
Here, Page scrambles and finds Ardell Fuller for a first down.
This was the play that they were very effective with. This is where they drop the quarterback back, make it look like it's a straight drop back pass, and then roll him out to one side or the other and put him to a 2 or either a 3 receiver side setup, and it was very effective.
We're in the 4th quarter now. Greg Richardson, a nice punt return of 16 yards. And Walter Lewis to Joe Smith, one of those receivers that you mentioned a moment ago.
Play action pass there, hitting Joe over the middle again. Joe did a great job for us last night. Here's a quick hit and play, the same play that Joe Carter scored the touchdown on. We pop it up through the middle there for about 14 yards.
Walter Lewis is going to do some running of his own on this play. It'll be a gain of 13 yards.
Takes it down. Tell you, he has a unique ability as far as a sense of where people are on the football field. Sometimes you feel like he's got eyes in the back of his head. They didn't quite get it up there. This is the blitz. This is down inside on the call. We've got a blitz read built into it, but we didn't quite get it up there for him. Here's a great play by our defense, making the tackle on the quarterback there on the 1-yard line.
Van Tiffen from 39 yards out, his longest field goal of the night and his 3rd of the night. 37-24 is the score.
And you're still not feeling comfortable at this point, Mike. Not with this team. Here's again a little play action pass. They make a great reception over on the sideline. I tell you, Page does a great job with this offense. Here's that little fake drop back sprint out again. Quick hitter up in the middle again, the same one that Joe scored on and popped one wide open. It's a great run there by Lenny Patrick.
Alabama could not move the ball any further. Here comes a great interception on this play.
Great interception. They had been picking on Freddie Robinson there, especially in the first half. Completed a couple of passes in front of him and so forth, but he comes up with a great interception there at the end of the game.
You talk about effort, watch Ricky Moore on this run.
This is the option. We haven't been running the option and utilizing it the way that we probably should and running it as much as we probably should, but all this is a split back veer option, and we pop it in there, and Ricky does a great job running it in for the touchdown.
Final score of the night, they made it 44-24 with the extra point.
It's really a nice way to finish up the day, Mike.
And they're still trying to go down for one more score. However, the defense won't let them.
They're never going to give up. I can guarantee you that. They're a good football team, and they're going to win more games than a lot of people are going to give them credit for.
The final score, Alabama's 3rd victory of the season. This weekend, you return home, game at Tuscaloosa. It's against Memphis State, a team that is 1-2 on the year. You saw that one victory over Ole Miss, a common opponent between Alabama and Memphis State.
Yes, I did, Mike. And although they're a 1-2 record team, you know, we've heard this before and I've said it before, but I quite frankly have a lot more respect for Memphis State than their record indicates, the 1-2. Simply because, as you alluded to, I did see that first game with Ole Miss, and the score there throughout the course of the game, a lot of people thinks it busted open in the 4th quarter, but actually the score up to that point was not indicative of the way that Memphis State was playing and manhandling Ole Miss. I was just totally impressed with them in all 3 phases, offensively, defensively, and in the kicking game on that particular night.